and welcome back to another Koze Daily Brew. That was a very exciting entry. But today I wanted to talk about You Are What You Love. This was definitely inspired by, I feel like I've just been like overwhelmed with the amount of just inspo I've had lately that surrounds just like love and all that stuff, you know, just like the whole idea of acting through your positives and kind of focusing on the sun, like keeping your face towards the daylight, if you will. And I was listening to, obviously, the Taylor Swift Lover album, and I stumbled across the very end, you know, when she's doing like the quote at the end of Daylight. It's like a weird coincidence too, because the background on my phone, I don't know if you guys remember, I showed it to you, I think it was day one of the July Koze Daily Brews, how I had that yellow wallpaper on my phone that said step into the daylight and let it go. And then at the very end of the song Daylight that Taylor Swift sings, she does this little like quote where she's like, I want to be defined by the things I love, not by the things that I hate or that I'm afraid of. And I figured that that would be a really cool concept for a Koze Daily Brew, because I feel like there is so much power behind those words, you know? The whole idea of being defined by the things you love rather than being defined by the things that you hate or that you are afraid of. And it's an interesting concept because I feel like a lot of us, without even meaning to, like I know that there's been times where I definitely feel like I'm acting out of my fear and I'm acting out of the things that I don't want, and I'm kind of painting my life in the things that I would rather stick away from, rather than painting it with the things that I love and the things that excite me and the things that I do like have faith in. And I think the reason behind that is because we get so sure of what we don't want, and we get so sure of the things that we're afraid of, that we almost kind of like give them more power than they should. And it's not that they shouldn't have power. There's obviously a lot of power in fear, and there's a lot of power in, I don't like the word hate because I feel like it's a really strong word, but like dislike and distaste. There's power in both of those things, because you can't have light without darkness, and you can't have love without hate, and you can't have faith without fear, right? But I think that the whole concept of being defined by the things you love means to actively choose to take the things that you love and to take the things that you have faith in and decide that that is the basis that you define your life, not by the things that you don't like or the things that you fear. And I feel like that's not an easy thing to do by any means, but at the same time, we have to have fears and we have to have hates in order to have love and to have faith, right? But when you act out of the things that you love and the things that you have faith in, I think that you draw forth a lot more things to love and to have faith in. But when we act out of the things that we fear and out of the things that we hate, I think we draw close kind of more things to hate and more things to fear. It's kind of like the law of attraction or manifestation, if you will, is to basically what you choose to focus on will always grow. So I really liked this whole idea, because to step into the daylight and let it all go kind of means, I mean, to me, it was like to step into the things you love, the things that you just make you feel golden, that make you just fill like up with magic, and let go of the things that you fear and the things that you hate. Doesn't mean that they disappear. It just means that you've stopped defining yourself by them. You've stopped letting them hold so much weight over you or carrying them on your shoulders that it makes you kind of like, you know, crouch and like lean down, kind of, in a way. I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, you are what you love. You are the way that you love to drink your coffee. You are the way that you love the way the sun looks on a September afternoon at 3 p.m. Just that perfect type of gold, you know? You are your favorite places on earth, your favorite people on earth. You are the pretty words that you think inside your mind. You are all the magic that you've created with your fingertips. You are so many different things. And when you choose to really focus on and think about and define yourself by these things, by your strengths, by the love that you have to give and the love that you've experienced and the things that you're grateful for, you really start to paint a really incredible picture of yourself. And so I figured this was a cool Koze Daily Brew, because this whole concept, it's a little romanticized and it's a little, you know, like kind of poetic, if you will. But I like it because I think that a lot of us can use this reminder every now and then to be defined, or define your day, define your week, define your year, define your destiny by the things that you love and the things that you have faith in, including yourself, because you should love and have faith in yourself as well, and all the other things that you love and have faith in, because I feel like that is where we find our nuggets of gold, you know? That's where we find our true destiny. That's where we find our life path. That's where we find the meaning that I think a lot of us are searching for on a day-to-day basis. And we don't find them by running away from our fears or by trying to fix our fears or by focusing on the negativity out there in the world. It's an easy thing to do that because that default feels safer for a lot of us, right? When you choose to focus on the things that you're afraid of, you think that you might be saving yourself from them, but in a lot of ways, we don't realize we're actually drawing it closer to us. And when we choose to focus on the negativity, we think that maybe if we focus on it, we can fix it, but instead we're actually just bringing more of it into our lives. So instead, I mean, I'm taking this as a little challenge to try and define more things in my life, whether it is just my day or my entire destiny, by the things that I love and by the things that I truly do have faith in and the things that I want to believe in at the end of the day. Holy crap, I thought I was doing so well going this whole Koze Daily Brew without saying at the end of the day, but there it is. But at the end of the day, you got to step into the daylight and let it all go. So leave a comment down below. I want to know, what are some of the things that you love? If I were to define my life by the things that I love, then I would be defined by things like Bentley. I'd be defined by definitely coffee, writing, books, music, family, friends, some of my favorite places in the world like Prince Edward Island or Thailand, weird, or Hawaii, Maui in particular, Toronto, my home, clouds, sunlight, plants. What else is there? Sunflowers, lots of things. I feel like there's so many different things that we could all really think of that define us and define who we are as individuals and as human beings. So I want to hear what defines you. Write down below the things that you love and how they define, you know, your life and who you are. And aside from that, I will talk to all of you guys in tomorrow's Koze Daily Brew. Bye guys.